Nick Cook with Cook Logistics. Family owns and operates it. Been around since early 2000s. From Delavan, Wisconsin, southeastern Wisconsin. And I got a 1984 Freightliner FLT and my winter project, the 78 352.
Winter project?
So no, I lie. That's my summer project. So hopefully I can drive it in the winter.
Aha.
So.
That's the beater on the back?
Yep. Yep.
Well, are you from really close to here then? Is it relatively
Yep, about an hour southeast of here. So it was a very short drive coming over.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And you're dressed to match. So
I tried to dress to match. Yep.
Old school thing right there.
Yeah, you got it. Can't say I look half, this good every day. I tried to do something for the show.
What is the engine, transmission, all that?
It's a Big Cam 3 400. Transmission is the newer 13-speed. Had a 15-speed in it, a direct drive, so I was doing about 62. And after a couple of years, finally had enough money in my pocket. I was like, I need to change it up.
How long have you had the truck?
3 years. 3 years. So drove it a couple of years, doing about 62 on the interstate, trying to get halfway decent fuel mileage. And I was like, I got to do something different. So, yeah, put the newer 13-speed in it. I think, what the heck is it? 16.7 13A, if you wanted to be technical.
I'll believe you.
I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but that's what the tag says on it, so.
You've got some cool lettering on it. Does someone near you do the pinstriping?
Yep, a local gentleman, Tom Earl. He's right. I think he's probably out of Elkhorn, Wisconsin. I mean, that's 15 minutes away. That's a cover up to what I originally had. Wasn't too impressed with it. And he said, yeah, I'll cover it up, and did an awesome job.
And then I see this up in the corner too
And was able to paint that little mural. I had a decal, I asked him if he could replicate it.
Was Grandpa a truck driver?
Grandpa was mostly a feed and fertilizer salesman, did some trucking, and sold it to my uncle. Uncle ran the feed and fertilizer business. Both are passed away now, but my dad and I figured that was the least we could do was, represent Grandpa, and he's what started it all. After he sold the feed mill, he bought and started the trucking company. It was originally E.J. Cook. Then my dad bought it from Grandpa, and then it was Cook Logistics. So, yeah.
So you're a third-generation driver then?
Yeah. So Grandpa drove a little bit, Dad drove a little bit. I'd be lying to you if I told you how many years Dad drove, but went to the office as a young guy, and yeah, third-generation trucker.
And how long have you been driving?
Since, I was 18, so since 2013. I was a senior in high school, driving. I was fortunate enough, Dad got me as a company truck, wasn't mine, but Dad got me a 379 to drive, and couldn't ask for nothing more, so.
And you wouldn't have had to deal with CDL school then, right?
No CDL school. Dad taught me, a couple older gentlemen, that I've always looked up to, and yeah, before you know it, on a Saturday, went to take the CDL test, and we were trucking.
Passed it on the first go?
No, what the heck did I do? Something in the pre-trip.
I turned the key the wrong way.
Yeah, well, I didn't do something much worse than that.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
No, I was so nervous, I think I missed, they wanted you to point out a weight limit on a bridge.
Oh, so when they're making sure that you pay attention on the way, yes.
So I missed that. Something on the pre-trip. Drove a company truck. What the heck, they call them a Kenworth, they call them an anteater, like the truck, not a 660, just your little typical company truck. So, but yeah, that was the one. We had another 379, and I could shift the Kenworth the best. So the guy said, technically you're supposed to be double clutching, didn't really have that down, but he said, as long as you can float them and not grind them, I'll let you pass.
Lucky. The whole I did mine in a synchronized transmission that was the test facilities because I
Okay.
knew that it was like driving a car. So
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Well, you're lucky.
I got lucky because I don't know how smooth it would have went with clutching, you know, so.
So back to this truck, although
Yes.
we'll talk about everything.
All right.
Did it look like this when you got it, the paint at all?
It was in phenomenal shape when we found it.
Where did you find it?
In Darien, Wisconsin. That's same area, 15, 20 minutes away. A gentleman by the name of Tom Glendenning owned it. Kind of sounded, don't want to speak for him. I didn't know him. He kind of sounded like a local legend. I guess he had a bunch of cool trucks. He passed away, left the trucks to his wife and kids. They got rid of them, and going back to the shape it was in, he bought it in 2000 or 2001 in California.
I was gonna say.
Yes. And trailered it back, I think in 01, and it sat in his barn until I got it. And it was like, you know, just one of them 1 in a million moments, like, oh my gosh, like a good one, you know, it ain't destroyed.
So do you know what it did when it was in California at all?
I've gotten a couple different stories. One was it had just the drum deck on it and then pulled a flatbed doing hay work. And then there's another gentleman here. He said it wouldn't have had the fifth wheel, had the full bed with the pup trailer with the, I'm not too
West Coast
technical on, yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. So
A
I've
truck
got
trailer.
truck and trailer.
Truck trailer.
Yeah, a guy said it was a cool unit, all Reliance. Once again, don't know anything about that stuff, but said it was an awesome unit. So I got two different stories.
Well, it's a good color combination.
Yes.
And that sort of gives it away as a West Coast thing too,
Yeah.
because it's neat
Well,
colors.
and another thing that's conflicting with the stories I've heard is that's not the original color. It was a cool copper. You can see it in the door jambs and stuff.
Shall we? Is this door unlocked?
Yeah.
So then you really have the right shirt on.
Well, let's see. Because this would have went with the copper a little more, you know. This is a disaster, obviously.
I see it though.
But that would have been an awesome color as well. That ain't doing it much justice, covered in grease, but...
No, but I mean, this never would have seen the sun, so
Right.
that's actually the color it would
Right.
have been.
So, and that's where it's conflicting, because the guys I've talked to never remembered it being copper. So, I don't know. I'd like to really track it down. I got the guy's name that owned it, supposedly.
Out there.
Yeah, he's passed away. But yeah, I don't know. Would have had to have been painted in the 90s, you would think. The guy that Tom Glendenning's driver picked it up in 01 and it was painted like this. So you'd have to think painted in the 90s. So
Were you looking for a cool cab over?
I always liked cab overs.
And you were looking for a truck for yourself to work? Is that?
Yes, ma'am. Yep. I wanted to finally be an owner operator, kind of prove myself. I wanted to not be the spoiled owner's kid. Try not to, you know, I hated knowing that maybe that's what some people thought.
So are you working for your dad?
Leased on with my dad. So, yep, leased on with my dad. Yeah, it's going really awesome. Obviously, nothing would have happened without him and my parents, you know, my stepmom and mom, but yeah, I'm finally doing something on my own and showing people I can do it. I don't need dad. I don't want to say he's not there to help me every step of the way, but
No, I get it.
yeah, I had one old 362, that was junk. Had a window AC unit cut in the back of the sleeper, you know, just a pile of junk. And then found this, and we've been smooth sailing ever since.
So it was brought back from California and then sat.
And then sat like 21 years.
Did you have to do much to get it running?
Come to find out, it had 2 cracked pistons. The rear ends, don't really know how, but the rear ends weren't great. Only had, what the heck did it have on it? 462,000, yeah, 460,000 miles on it. Don't really know why the rear ends would have been bad, but they were kind of chewed up. But I mean, for something that's from '84, it was fantastic. It didn't really need much. I mean, there's so much original left on it. No, I didn't do much. Figured out how to buff the paint on it. Had a guy polish it. I sure as heck ain't doing polishing like that, polishing aluminum, but no, I mean, I had the dual breathers already.
These were on it and
Yeah.
sat for, wow.
Yeah, the breathers were on there already. So, but yeah, changed the stacks, bumper fenders, the boxes, but I mean, it was awesome, you know? So we flip-flop trailers a lot. I was sick of moving equipment all the time, so I got some boxes made for it, got them crammed full of junk.
Are those the steps that
Original
were on it?
steps. Original steps.
They look brand new.
Yeah, it was. And I got a guy, Lupe Fonseca. He's a local guy. Been polishing, I think he said like 13 years. And he's just, in my opinion, he's fantastic. He's fantastic.
Well, it kind of looks like you're standing over there, given how shiny that is, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is your work truck.
The work truck, 5 days a week. Like I say, I don't drive it in the winter. I've been going back and forth between winter trucks. Drove a Volvo last winter, all winter.
But you're not afraid to admit it.
No, it was the best ride truck I've ever been in, so I ain't afraid to admit that.
Should we go talk about the winter truck?
Yeah, let's do it.
Where the sun is shining on it?
I haven't been having the greatest luck trying to find something in halfway decent shape for a winter truck.
But you wanted a cab over again.
I'm kind of cab over crazy. And if that ain't trucking to me, a cab over, I don't know what is, you know what I mean?
So would you have ridden in one as a kid with your dad or something?
You know what?
Or?
I never rode in one.
You just...
Seen pictures of the dad had a maroon Freightliner cab over, had a Transstar, and I just was always into trucks, and the old school stuff really trips my trigger. And I mean, if a cab over ain't old school, you know.
So what's left to do to this one?
Well, there's just, I suppose, now, like I say, I don't really totally know what I'm talking about, but I suppose mechanically, you know, it's in great shape, but I mean, everything that could rot on it is shot. Been doing a lot of wiring.
Yourself?
Yeah, I've been getting better and better. Just patience is getting better, and been doing wiring and doing what I can, or doing what I could find out how to do on YouTube.
I am jealous of this.
The guy I bought it from said it was just re-chromed.
Oh, that looks pretty darn good.
Thank you.
But
Thank
what's the
you.
year? We skipped all that.
78, 352. I don't know. I know there's a H model in there. I'd be lying to you. I don't think it's a H model. That was the newer, a taller cab. No, an H is newer.
They're high. That's the H
Taller
for high,
cab.
So yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Hold on a second. Why does it say for sale?
Well, this is where I'm at. I bought it hoping I didn't have like a full-time project. I did a no-no, bought it over the phone, got it, wasn't too thrilled that I was gonna have another project. I was kind of basing it off this. When he said, oh, it's in awesome shape, I was like, perfect, it'll be like the Freightliner, you know, just fart around with it a little bit here and there, but it'll be ready to go. Shows up, I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna have another full-time project. And I like doing it, but not as full-time. You're driving all day, then coming back. So, like if I could get my money back, make $1,000, I'll do it, but I ain't losing money. So if I can't get what I got into it, I'll keep tinkering with it. But I just ain't, I just don't want
To have to.
Yeah, and I know that's what you'll get with something 50 years old, but I don't know. I forgot my for sale sign too, so just scribbled on there quick, but
Well, especially if it's something that you're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into, and then it would be your winter truck.
yeah.
And then knowing that you're driving, that'd be sort of
Yeah,
sad.
it's just, that was never, I do enjoy doing it, farting around with it. I enjoy it, but I feel like I'm not too savvy. Stuff takes me forever to do.
It's too much for someone who's not done it really regularly.
Yeah.
Where did you find it?
Found it on Facebook. Spoke with the gentleman on the phone a few times and
Up
set
here
up
somewhere?
down in Texas, way down in Texas. I had a buddy down there, got empty and brought it back up for me. Oh, that's an 89, a Recon, the Big Cam 3 400. So at least it's got 11-year newer engine. Seems to run good, you know, but I don't know. I feel like it's one of them things where you get running it, it's gonna start falling apart. You know, every little thing that could fall apart.
Old trucks are fun.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to tinker with it. So
What's the wheelbase on it? Do you
I'd be
know?
lying
It's
to you.
pretty,
I'd be lying to you if I told you.
Have you driven it at all, or not
Just
so much?
bobtailed it around. Yeah, ran fine. Needs a thermostat, but I don't know, ran good, held air. I replaced a bunch of lines on the back here, so that may be why, but the guy seemed to have some money into it, fixed what really needed to be fixed to get it going. Yeah, I don't know. If I could make $1,000 on it, I'd sell it, but I sure as heck ain't losing money on it. I got too much time, and so, yeah, that wheelbase on that's 245 on the Freightliner. I can tell you that much.
So after working it for this long, do you have any regrets about working a cab over? Or
No regrets. I am ear to ear smiling, even on the worst days driving that. So.
You got air conditioning and heat?
Air conditioning and heat, yep. Yeah, 355 rear ends, and now with that transmission, she'll roll now, so it's fun. It's fun.
2 nice sets of steps here, and one little peek down from underneath.
Yeah,
You with your West Coaster.
Yeah, it was awesome finding it, and the interior is
Oh
there.
yeah, we didn't look inside the driver's
Yeah, we
side.
can do that. The interior is awesome. Now I'm in it destroying it, but
Well, again, it's a working truck,
Yeah.
so people need to just hold their horses.
yeah, I know. It was awesome. I couldn't believe it when my dad and I found it, you know.
What does he think of this truck?
Oh, he is ecstatic as well. So just ecstatic.
Had he driven Freightliners?
Yep, had a maroon, dark red Freightliner, late 70s. He drove. Yeah, he had a Superliner in there and a Transstar.
Ooh.
So
A cab over or conventional?
cab over. Not too well read on the internationals, but it was a cab over. Yeah, it was awesome.
The real kicker on this one is that it was parked for so long.
And yes, pump had to be redone, but I mean, that goes with sitting so long. And
What's your favorite thing about?
favorite thing? The color. Real psyched about the color. What else? I mean, them dual breathers, that would really trip my trigger.
You even have matching bedding in here.
Yeah, got matching bedding. The girlfriend, Haley, she found it for me. So it worked out very nicely. So I need a seat over there, but other than that, yeah.
Well, at least now you can sort of sit in here with your feet on the floor, I guess.
You got it. You got it. Absolutely. Tore the interior out this past winter, totally insulated it and did the, I mean, I didn't use the fancy stuff they got, but the sound deadening, you know. It's awesome in there now.
Yes.
So it's pretty violent ride, but quiet. When it comes to being quiet and insulated, it's awesome. So.
And again, you're just sitting here smiling, driving
along. Oh my gosh. I know my day may start going bad, but then I take a second. I'm like, I'm in a cab over, man. Like, it can't be too bad.
And you've got a radio in here. Do you have it on when you're driving sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes, but you get hearing all the junk these guys are talking about. I turn it off.
But do you get some thumbs up at least?
I get some thumbs up. Makes all the, you know, hard work worth it, you know, and that's another cool thing. Even if it was an awesome old conventional whatever maker model, people don't notice those as much, like the non-trucking community, but everyone notices the cab over, so it's fun, you know. It's fun.
These just stand out a little more.
Yeah.
And then, is this the first show that you've brought it to?
No. Antique show, yes. Yes. Haven't done any antique shows. Took it to the AmCan Truck Fest, they call it, in the Racine area last year. The last year of a Pawn truck show here in Wisconsin, took it there, but haven't been to many.
Well,
haven't been to many.
There's a pretty great Southern Wisconsin chapter, ATHS.
I've talked to the guys and they told me to get my butt over there and get out there.
I live 500 miles away and I'm a chapter member here, so I highly recommend it.
Yes, I gotta go.
They do something every month all year.
I know, I've seen that. And I've met some awesome people already. I've just been here since yesterday afternoon. I've met great people, you know, that are just ecstatic. That's the old 15 speed one, but I ain't spending the money to get another. It looks good enough.
And hopefully you remember how to shift it at this point.
You got it. Yeah, don't look at that when I'm shifting the new trans.
And 2 handles to climb in and out.
Makes it much easier.
Yes.
And I know you got the 352.
Yes.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Well, that's why I'm saying you've got some good colors here.
Yeah,
too.
it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
It's pretty similar. Yeah, your truck is awesome. Yeah, that's been good, fairly good. Like I said, I had 2 cracked pistons, but these are
in the past.
It's in the past.
Yeah.
It's in the past, and they're, I mean, a fraction of the cost of rebuilding like a Cat or something. So, I mean, I think 6 injectors were the price of a Cat injector, you know. So
to look this cool, cool ain't cheap.
You got it. You got it. Cool ain't cheap. Cheap ain't cool. So, yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. And I really appreciate you taking the time to take a video.
Yeah, I appreciate you. This was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I've always said for years now, I've been watching your videos, I'm like, I'd love to meet her. So, and I was gonna go on, sound like a creep, but I was gonna go on the hunt on the golf cart, be like, maybe I could run into Flatbed Red. And here you are, came to me. So it was awesome. Worked out good. Great.
That was
appreciate
perfect.
your time. That was great.
Yeah, that's a good one.